to you, my fellow Gooners, and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my preview for Eintracht Frankfurt versus Arsenal Europa League. Guys, it's that time again where we are playing again on a Thursday night. Unfortunately, this game against Eintracht Frankfurt is one of our hardest games of the group. And to be honest, it doesn't feel, this game is not going to feel like a Europa League game. This is more or less going to feel like a Champions League game to me. But it's our third crack at the whip to go and get our European trophy. Let's take a look at Frankfurt. Well, if you look at Frankfurt in the last game in the league, they lost. They've played 4 games in the Bundesliga, won 2, lost 2. So they're going to want to win this game. They are going to look at this game, and I think they're going to play with a strong enough lineup as well. Now, if you look at Frankfurt last season, they reached the Europa League semi-final, only went out on penalties to Chelsea. But if you look at Frankfurt's side, they're not as strong as they were last season because they've lost some main players. But to look at it, it is actually still quite a decent side. Now, for those of you that have never watched Frankfurt or any of their home games, I will tell you something now. It's very, very hostile. Let's put it that way. And I think for Arsenal, I think this has come at the worst possible time. If we lose to them, it will only put more pressure on the team and Unai Emery. As we know, things have not been great at the moment. I know that there has been rumours, and I'll say again, there has been rumours on the dressing room. Apparently there's been some upsets. Apparently there's been arguments after the Watford game, but I don't know how true that is though. So for me, as I just said, it's just rumours. Now, in terms of Arsenal, we haven't been playing well at the moment. We know about our defensive problems that we have and other issues and midfield and Granit Xhaka, etc., etc. But at the moment, the way I'm looking at us playing is that we've got no idea of how we play. We've got no philosophy. We've got no style of play. There's no leadership. There's nothing. I haven't seen anything that's impressing me at this precise moment in time. So with everything that's going on at Arsenal at the moment, it seems to be there's a bit of a bad vibe. And if we're going to constantly have this bad vibe, it's not going to help in the games that we are going to be playing. And it's not going to help with the players on the pitch. So let's put it that way. Now, if you look at our last 5 games, we played against Newcastle. We got the 3 points. Was it a convincing win? No. You look at the Burnley game. Yes, we won 2-1, got the 3 points. But was it a convincing performance? No. Then you look at Liverpool game. Same old, same old. We got thrashed. Then you look at the Tottenham game. Yes, we was 2-0 down in the first 20 minutes. You look at that, and then, we fight it back, and maybe we should have won that Tottenham game. But was it a convincing performance in that first 20 minutes? No. Then you look at, the Watford game. We was 2-0 up, and then all of a sudden, we lose it 2-2. And we was disappointed that we came away with that point. Was that game even convincing? No, it wasn't. So really, in the last 5 games, we have not been great. Our performance has been absolutely dreadful. And then we are the only side in the top 5 leagues. That's the Serie A, Premier League, League One, Championship League, the Bundesliga. We are the only side to have conceded 97 shots. That proves where our problems lie. Our defence and our midfield. Let's be completely honest. So, in terms of this game, Arsenal needs to win. Because if we don't, as I said, Unai Emery is going to have more pressure on him. And if we ain't careful, by December and things are still the same, he could be gone. Let's be honest, he could be. So during this game, I think that Eintracht Frankfurt will go with a strong enough lineup. I think they will, because teams that play in abroad, they take the Europa League competition very, very seriously. Whereas teams in the Premier League, we don't take competitions like this very seriously, because we will use some of our young players, you know, and give them the run out and whatnot. So hopefully, me personally, I would go with a strong enough lineup, but you still have that reinsurance on the bench if you need them. So guys, with that said, I am going to get into my predicted lineup. Now, as you know, I am not a big fan of the playing with a back three, but for what I have seen at the moment in terms of us playing with a 4-2-3-1, it's not working. Let's be honest, it's not. So I think that this is the point in time where Emery may need to change the formation, and I think this is where we might need to go with a three at the back, you know, and have more attack down the flanks. So let's get into it. So in goal for me, I'm going to go with Martinez. It's very evident that Unai Emery is going with Martinez as for the cup games, i.e. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, and etc. So that is what I'm going with, Martinez. We're going to move into the defensive area. We're going to go to the centre halves, the centre backs. First off, I'm going to go with Callum Chambers. I don't know why Unai Emery dropped him after that Newcastle game, because to be honest, I didn't see anything wrong for him to get dropped. You know, he kept things very simple, you know, and he looked pretty solid. So I'm going to give him the benefit down and I'm putting him back in the side. So I'm going to go with Callum Chambers. Playing alongside him, I'm going to go with Rob Holding. Now, Rob Holding is the player that we have been missing in course of why he's been out injured. Rob Holding is that ball carrier. He's the one that likes to come out to the halfway line. You know, and even when the pressure is on him, he's very comfortable with the ball at his feet. His distribution is brilliant. You know, he likes to, you know, play balls long as well if he has to. So I want to see him back in the side, and I'm hearing that he's been playing well for the under-23s when he's played. So let's have him back in the side. So I'm going to go with Rob Holding. Finishing off that back three, I'm going to go with David Luiz. You know, the majority of the time that he played at Chelsea, you know, he was in a back three. You know, he won the Premier League trophy with Chelsea in a back three. You know, he won Europa League, Champions League as well in a back three. So I think that he will feel more comfortable in a back three. And I think this is the opportunity for David Luiz where he can play the balls long over the top. So I'm going to go with David Luiz. We're going to move into our wing backs. First off, on the right wing back, I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. For me, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, in terms of playing in the back four, he's been poor. Especially defensively. You know, he's been caught out quite a few times, especially against Watford, especially against Liverpool. You know, he was caught out quite a lot of times. But going forward, he's fine. You know, in terms of going to attack, he's absolutely fine. Because he's got that attackiness mind where, you know, where he can like to play little balls, cut them in, whatever, you know, because that is his play. You know, he played, his natural position is a central midfielder. So I'm going to play him in the wing back. And I think this could be very ideal for him in terms of the attacking. So I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Playing as that left wing back, I'm going to go with C. Kolesnik. Now, playing C. Kolesnik in a left wing back position, I think is perfect because he's good going into attack, but he's not good defensively. It's exactly the same thing with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So that is what I'm going to go with, C. Kolesnik, until Kieran Tierney is back from injury. We're going to move into the midfield area. First off, I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. I think the past couple of games he's been a bit rusty. I know he got a goal against Liverpool, yeah. But against Tottenham, he was rusty. Against Watford, he was rusty. I think that he needs to get up to speed, and I think the reason why is because he hasn't had no pre-season, because he spent a lot of his time, you know, in the African Cup of Nations. So, yeah, let's give him this run out and see how he goes. So, I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. Playing alongside him, I'm going to go with Joe Willock. Joe Willock gives us energy in our midfield. He gives us a lot of energy. And he's always got that forward thinking. And the best thing about Joe Willock is that he will also keep things very simple if he needs to. Yes, he's going to make mistakes because he's young, but I want Unai Emery to give him more game time. I think that is what he needs, and the best thing about it is that he's a homegrown player. So, and Arsenal have offered him a new contract, which is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to go with Joe Willock. In that number 10 role in the attacking area, now this is where it's a bit of a selection headache, because you've got Dani Ceballos, Mesut Ozil, obviously Lacazette is injured, you've got Nicolas Pepe, you've got Aubameyang. You know, this bit is a bit of a selection headache. But for me, I'm going to go with Dani Ceballos. The reason why I'm going to go with Dani Ceballos is because, you know, if you've noticed, when he came on against Tottenham, you know, he impacted the game. We looked a lot better, much more sharper than we were without him. And then you take a look at the Watford game, you know, where we were playing so well with him on the field. And then soon as he come off, and obviously soon as Mesut Ozil came off, we fell apart. So it's very evident if you look at that Dani Ceballos is the one that makes Arsenal tick. So for me, I would like to see him in the squad. So I'm going to go with Dani Ceballos. Playing as the two strikers up front. First off, out on the right side, I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe. I've got no problem with Nicolas Pepe. Absolutely no problem. But what I think Nicolas Pepe needs to do, he just needs to tighten up in that final third, on that end product. And I think, to be honest, he just needs a goal. I think that's all he needs to boost his confidence. And I think that this will be the perfect game to bring him in. Because, you know, Frankfurt, they play very, slow pace as well. So I think this will be ideal for Nicolas Pepe to get his first goal. And I think once he gets that first goal, he will kick on, and I think he will feel more comfortable. So I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe. Playing on the left side, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I know Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang came out and said that, you know, we like to gift goals away. And to be honest, I think it's true. We do. Now, it must be very, very frustrating for Aubameyang, because he's the one that's doing his job in getting us the goals and getting us the 3 points. But as soon as we get the goals, we concede them. And he's like, well, then he's probably thinking, well, I've just done all that hard work for absolutely nothing. So it must be very, very frustrating for him. But Aubameyang does what he does best, and that is scoring goals when it matters. So I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So guys, that is my preview. That is my 1 to 11. Let me know in the comments box, as always, if you agree or if you disagree. And make sure you let me know of your predicted score. My predicted score for this game, I'm actually, now you may find this a bit negative, but in terms of what I've seen at the moment, I'm actually going to go with a draw. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. So that's my predicted score, 1-1 draw. Guys, thank you to the new subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube channel. Very much appreciate it. And also, I'm making my way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm 207 away. So make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. Guys, at 7 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be on ArsenalTV Unfiltered. You can catch me over there. We're going to be previewing the FrankFurt and Arsenal game for tomorrow. So guys, if you're new around here, make sure you are smashing that subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell so you do not miss another upload. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. Make sure also you are leaving your comments below. Guys, until my players' ratings, I will see you lot soon. I am out of here.